Days of Our Lives. Donovan demands a paternity test. Unraveling Sophia Choi's baby bombshell. Theresa's return sparks drama. Theresa Donovan is back in Salem, and she's about to find herself in the middle of a whirlwind of drama, secrets, and suspicions. For weeks, her son, Tate Black, and his father, Brady Black, have carefully kept her out of the loop when it comes to the baby bombshell involving Sophia Choi. The last thing they wanted was to add more stress to Theresa's already tumultuous situation, especially given her legal troubles. But now that she's home, it won't take long for her to catch wind of what's been happening, and once she does, all bets are off. Theresa has always been fiercely protective of Tate, and learning that he might be expecting a child with Sophia is bound to send her into overdrive. But as she pieces the story together, her instincts will tell her something isn't quite right. And when Theresa Donovan smells a scheme, she doesn't let it go. Doubts begin to surface during the week of March 10th to 14th. Theresa will finally get an update on Sophia's pregnancy, and she won't hesitate to confront Tate with a barrage of questions. How long has he known? Why didn't he tell her sooner? And most importantly, how can he be sure the baby is even his? When Tate reveals that he used protection, alarm bells will start ringing in Theresa's head. Yes, accidents happen, but she'll have a hard time believing that Sophia is telling the whole truth. Having spent years honing her own skills as a master manipulator, Theresa recognizes the warning signs of a woman spinning a story to her advantage. If Sophia is lying about Tate being the father, she's going to find out, one way or another. The case for a paternity test. Theresa won't be the type to sit back and accept Sophia's word at face value. While everyone else has taken Sophia's claims at face value, Theresa will push for real proof. After all, Tate never took a paternity test, meaning there's no concrete evidence that he's actually the father. That alone is enough for Theresa to demand a DNA test, and she won't rest until the results are in. But here's where things get even more complicated. Paternity test results aren't always reliable in Salem. The possibility of tampering looms large, especially if Sophia has something to hide. Could she have someone in her corner willing to alter the results to keep the charade going? Or will Theresa's instincts be proven right when a shocking truth comes to light? A brewing battle between Theresa and Amy Choi. As Theresa raises her concerns, she may find herself clashing with someone else who has a vested interest in Sophia's claims, Amy Choi, Sophia's protective sister. Amy will be quick to take offense, viewing Theresa's demands as a direct accusation that Sophia is a liar who has been unfaithful. The last thing Amy wants is for her sister's reputation to be dragged through the mud, and she'll likely lash out at Theresa for questioning Sophia's integrity. This could lead to a heated standoff between the two women, with Theresa refusing to back down. As far as she's concerned, this isn't about hurting Sophia, it's about making sure Tate isn't being deceived. But in Amy's eyes, it's an unwarranted attack on her sister, and tensions will rise as the situation escalates. Could Aaron Green be the real father? While Sophia has adamantly maintained that Tate is the father, there have been whispers of another potential candidate, Aaron Green. The possibility of Aaron being the baby's biological father is something the day's writers could be leaving open for future twists. If Sophia and Aaron were secretly involved around the time of conception, that could change everything. What if Sophia has been hiding an affair with Aaron all along? If the paternity test comes back inconclusive, or if Theresa manages to uncover inconsistencies in Sophia's timeline, Aaron could emerge as the true father. This revelation would not only rock Tate's world but also send shockwaves through Sophia's carefully constructed story. Theresa's next move. Theresa has never been one to sit on the sidelines when something doesn't add up, and this time will be no different. If she suspects even for a second that Sophia is lying, she'll go to great lengths to expose the truth. Whether that means secretly running her own paternity test, investigating Sophia's connections, or even enlisting Brady's help to put pressure on Sophia, she will not rest until she gets answers. Meanwhile, Tate will find himself caught in the crossfire between his mother's relentless determination and Sophia's insistence that she's telling the truth. He's already struggling to navigate the chaos of impending fatherhood, and the added tension of this brewing battle will only make things worse. What happens next? Will Theresa uncover a shocking deception? Could Aaron be revealed as the real father? Or will the paternity test confirm Sophia's claims and force Theresa to accept the situation, whether she likes it or not? No matter which way the story unfolds, one thing is for certain: Theresa Donovan isn't going to let this go without a fight. Stay tuned, because Days of Our Lives spoilers promise plenty of twists, turns, and shocking revelations as Theresa digs deeper into the mystery surrounding Sophia's baby. Keep checking back for more updates as this storyline takes an explosive turn. On Monday episode, after months of uncertainty and turmoil, Theresa Donovan is stepping back into the lives of those she loves most, and the impact of her return will be felt throughout Salem. Having walked through the townhouse doors with her son, Tate Black, by her side, Theresa is determined to make a fresh start. But as she quickly learns, re-entering her old life won't be as easy as she hoped. Freshly released from prison, Theresa is officially a free woman, but freedom doesn't come without its complications. As she attempts to reintegrate into her family, she quickly realizes that Tate is struggling, and her presence alone won't be enough to mend the fractures in their already complicated relationship. A family in crisis. Theresa's homecoming coincides with a deeply troubling crisis: the sudden and unexplained disappearance of John Black. The news has left Tate reeling, adding another layer of tension to an already fragile situation. As a devoted mother, Theresa naturally turns her attention to comforting her son, who is clearly struggling with this shocking development. But her return also puts her in close quarters with Brady Black, Tate's father, whose own emotions are running high. Brady, already on edge about John's whereabouts, finds himself caught between his concern for his father and the complicated emotions Theresa's return stirs within him. Their shared history is tumultuous, filled with love, betrayal, and heartbreak. And now, just as Brady is dealing with the weight of his missing father, he must also face Theresa and the inevitable conflicts that come with her presence. Theresa, however, is not one to back down from a challenge. If anything, she sees her return as an opportunity to prove herself, to Tate, to Brady, and perhaps even to herself. She knows that regaining their trust won't be easy, but she's ready to fight for her place in their lives. Theresa's role in Tate's life. While Brady is preoccupied with his growing concerns over John, Theresa steps up in a significant way. She takes on a larger role in Tate's life, helping to care for and support him as he navigates the emotional roller coaster of adolescence and the latest family crisis. But will Tate welcome his mother's involvement, or will he push her away? Theresa's relationship with her son has always been complicated. There have been periods of distance, and not all of them were of her choosing. Now, fresh out of prison, she knows she must prove that she is not the same woman she was before. But no matter how determined she is to mend things with Tate, she can't ignore the resentment he may still be harboring toward her. Tate is already grappling with the weight of being a teenager in Salem, a town where trouble is never far behind. Add in the stress of his grandfather's sudden disappearance, and the last thing he needs is more upheaval in his personal life. While he loves his mother, he may not be ready to embrace her with open arms just yet. This means that Theresa will have to walk a fine line, balancing her desire to be present in her son's life while respecting the emotional barriers he has put up. And, of course, her presence in Salem won't just affect Tate, it will shake up several others as well. A brewing confrontation with Amy Choi. Theresa has never been one to sit on the sidelines when she feels threatened, and it seems that a confrontation is on the horizon. Amy Choi has been a recent presence in Tate's life, and while their connection may have started off simple, things have since become far more complicated. Theresa, never one to back down from defending her son, is bound to have strong feelings about Amy's involvement in Tate's life. Given Theresa's fiery nature and protective instincts, she will likely make her stance clear the moment she senses trouble. The question is, will her instincts about Amy be correct, or will this be another situation where Theresa's impulsiveness leads to more problems? One thing is certain, Amy won't take kindly to Theresa's interference. Their inevitable confrontation promises to be intense, filled with sharp words and possibly even deeper revelations that could shift the dynamics of Tate's relationships moving forward. Theresa Donovan. The ultimate disruptor Theresa Donovan has never been known for making a quiet return. She is a woman who stirs the pot wherever she goes, and Salem is about to feel the full force of her presence once again. Whether it's clashing with Brady, facing off with Amy, or trying to reclaim her place in her son's life, Theresa's return is going to upend everything in its path. Her past mistakes will undoubtedly haunt her, and Salem is full of people who have long memories. But if Theresa has one thing going for her, it's her ability to survive and fight back, even when the odds are stacked against her. As Salem braces for the storms ahead, one thing is certain, Theresa Donovan is back, and she's not leaving quietly. Whether she emerges victorious or ends up burning even more bridges remains to be seen, but one thing is guaranteed, drama, chaos, and unexpected twists are coming. Stay tuned as Theresa's return unfolds, because in Salem, nothing ever goes according to plan.